So let's begin there because there's a lot to go through here.
Sure. A trepidant and motley multitude, a strange pell-mell of magic artisans, was seen molding the plastic clay of life, an elfin brood, an elemental kind.
So we are in the Godheads of the little life. And so what he is seeing is a very strange thing. Huh?
Mhm.
So we have to go through these words because they will be new to you. Trepidant means trembling with fear.
Fearful, yeah.
Motley means having elements of a great variety. A motley crew, you see, or motley multitude.
Yeah.
All kinds of dresses and shapes and figures. A strange pell-mell. Pell-mell is,
Confusion.
a confused mixture, we could say, of magic artisans. Artisans are crafts people.
Craftsman. Mhm.
So was seen, so all these things he's looking at, and he is seeing them molding the plastic clay of life. But it's an elfin brood, an elemental kind. Now, what is elfin here?
Uh,
Well, it's about these fairies,
Fairies. Mhm.
kind of fairies, actually elves.
Mm.
And they're strange, they're otherworldly, and they have magical powers. But they're small, yet they're manlike, and they are mischievous. So we have this elfin brood. Brood is one family, a breed, a species of an elemental kind, starkly simple, primitive kind, elemental kind, an elfin brood, an elemental kind.
Mhm.
Okay, now we move along.
Sure. Astonished by the unaccustomed glow, as if eminent in the shadow, started up imps with wry limbs and carved beast visages, sprite prompters, goblin wizened, or
Wizened,
wizened,
wise,
uh, sprite prompters, goblin wizened, or fairy small, and genii fairer,
genii,
genii, okay, and genii fairer, but unsouled and poor and fallen beings, their heavenly portion lost, and errant divinities trapped in time's dust.
whoa, a lot to go through, my
Yes.
God. And Al-Shopati is astonished by all of this
Mhm.
because he sees this unaccustomed glow as if imminent, in other words, inherent, remaining within, existing within, as if imminent in the shadows, something happened, something started up.
Right.
And what was it? It was imps. Now, imps are small demons or devils or mischievous sprites,
Mhm.
and they have wry limbs. Wry, in this instance, is they're twisted in an expression of disgust or disappointment,
Mhm.
and carved beast visages. Visages are aspects or
Faces, yes.
appearance.
Mhm.
Sprite prompters. Wow. Sprite prompters are elves or fairies or goblins that incite or move others often against their will.
Oh.
Goblin wizened. A goblin is a mischievous sprite or elf that is malicious toward people. So what is wizened? Oh, if he has a wizened face, it means shriveled or wrinkled with age.
Okay.
And very small is a supernatural being, but very diminutive, but having a kind of human form and possessing magical powers with which they intervene in human affairs.
Okay.
And genii. Genii is a rendering of the Arab word jinn,
Oh,
Jin. Sometimes it's also spelled Djinn.
okay.
And it's a class of spirits. Some are good, some are evil, and
Mm-hmm.
they are supposed to interfere powerfully in human affairs.
Mm-hmm.
So they are unsouled. They don't have a soul. They're not endowed with a soul.
Okay.
And they are fallen beings
Mm-hmm.
because they have lost their heavenly portion. Therefore, they are errant, in other words, straying from the right course, errant divinities, trapped in time's dust.
Okay.
Oh, you can see this passage is so
Heavy.
powerful,
Yes.
so heavy, yes.
Yes.
So read a couple more lines and then you'll have to
Sure.
uh, recite.
Okay. Ignorant and dangerous wills, but armed with power, half animal, half god, their mood, their shape. Oh.
So they're not altogether uh, fairy-like. They are ignorant, but they're also dangerous. And they have a lot of power, armed with power. So then he explains more. They're half animal, half God. But that's their mood. And it's also their shape.
Mm.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's beautifully described. Yeah.
Yeah, beautifully described.
Mhm.
So read a few more lines and we'll
Sure.
stop.
Sure. Out of the grayness of a dim background, their whispers come, an inarticulate force. Awake in mind, an echoing thought or word, to their sting of impulse, the heart's sanction draw, and in that little nature do their work, and fills its powers and creatures with unease.
So Sri Aurobindo tells us that these beings are actually involving themselves in the earth and people. Sometimes people are possessed with them because they are ignorant and dangerous, and some people hear their voices and do what they say. Their whispers come, an inarticulate force. It's not clear. It's not clear at all. It's inarticulate. Awake in mind, an echoing thought or word. So they awake. It's not to awake, it's awake in mind,
Okay.
an echoing thought or word. To their sting of impulse, the heart's sanction draw. So they have a sting of impulse, very, very powerful. And in that little nature,
Mhm.
do their work. But there are people susceptible to this, and they fill its powers and creatures with unease. And we see often young people saying, I'm seeing these beings and they're even possessed by them. So this is a very, very difficult section, but Sri Aurobindo is so clear in the way he tells us. So please begin to read.
Okay. I'll go back to the third line on page 150.
A trepidant.
Yeah. A trepidant and motley multitude, a strange pell-mell of magic artisans, was seen molding the plastic clay of life, an elfin brute, an elemental kind. Astonished by the unaccustomed glow, as if eminent in the shadows, started up imps with wry limbs and carved beast visages, sprite prompters, goblin wizened or fairy small, and genii fairer, genii, sorry, genii. Okay, I think I missed. And genii fairer, but unsouled and poor, and fallen beings, their heavenly portion lost, and errant divinities trapped in time's dust. Ignorant and dangerous wills, but armed with power, half animal, half god their mood, their shape, out of the grayness of a dim background, their whispers come, an inarticulate force, awake in mind, an echoing thought or word. To their sting of impulse, the heart's sanction draw, and in that little nature do their work and fill its powers and creatures with unease.
You know, we could even think of the insane asylums. That's where we're going to find these beings very much at work.
My God.
Yeah, this is a difficult passage.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank you, Narad sir. Narad sir, can I ask one question
Yes.
related
Sure.
to this packet? So, Narad sir, in today's world, are these beings still, can they still come and interfere? I mean, you said in
Absolutely.
asylums,
Absolutely.
but someone who is not conscious always, they can even impact them, right? Other than the asylum.
If you allow them in through your mind,
Okay.
or if your heart is not stable, they can even enter there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
See you
Narad sir.
next.
Yeah. Thank
Namaste.
you.